welcome to the Bodmin and Wenford Railway. Well, today the Cornwall Channel is sending Buttz on the train here at Bodmin and Wenford Railway. We like to send them on these wonderful adventures, and here is a great place to start. You're all ready for this, Buttz?
I'm ready for that, mate, yeah.
Jimmy, tell us a little bit about today. What's going to happen?
Well, you're going to get on this train on our left here, and we're going to go down to Bodmin Parkway on it, which is where we have our mainline connection. So we might see First Great Western down there on the way to Paddington. Now the engine on this train today it's got a number, 4247. It is a Great Western Railway tank engine, built in 1916. It's a big black engine, and it's ugly and it's brute force, so we call it the Beast of Bodmin. This is the business end.
Yeah.
When you get up to this one,
This is where
you've got to mind your head,
Okay.
because just where you stand up is where the bulkhead is.
Oh, right, okay.
This is Paul Foster, who is the fireman for the day.
Right,
He's the man that shovels all the coal.
right,
By the end of the day, he will probably have shoveled 2 or 3 tons of coal.
right, okay.
So it keeps us fit.
Everything that side's dirty, everything that side's hot.
Right, okay, so where do you stand then? Dirty or hot? In the middle, somewhere in the middle.
Yeah, somewhere in the middle.
So, in layman's terms, what goes on in here?
Okay, this is the driver's side.
Yeah.
I'd normally be standing that side. Essentially, you've got a great big boiler in front of you. The fire there heats the water.
Yeah.
And then with this valve here, the driver sends the steam to the cylinders and makes the engine go.
Right.
You've got your gear stick, so you can go forwards and backwards with this. Over here, you can see how much boiler pressure we've got.
Right.
See how much water there is in the boiler.
Yeah.
Because you never want to let it run out of water.
Okay, it's fairly empty.
No, that's fairly full at the moment.
Oh, is that good, is it?
That's fairly full.
Oh, that one. Oh, sorry, I was looking at this one.
This is heating in the carriages.
Right.
As I say to the children, this is go faster coal.
Oh, right. Go faster, coal.
Yeah.
How do you get into a job? Oh, it's a dream job, isn't it? If you're a railway
It's absolutely brilliant. Yes.
Yeah.
Being working for myself helps because you can try and work it around work then. But yeah, it's a good thing to do.
Right. And are most engines, they run on the same principle?
Absolutely. Yeah. All of the engines we've got here run on the same principle. All of the controls are broadly the same, but sometimes they might be in different places or be a bit shinier on some engines than others.
Well, here we are in Bodmin General's signal box, and this has been completely rebuilt over the last few years, and we have real 1920s technology. It's still working today.
Hello, I'm Derek Lowe. I'm the signalman here in the Bodmin General signal box on the Bodmin and Wenford Railway. This is the hub of the railway where all the operations are controlled from. And this is the signal box where we have some fairly old technology, but which is fully operating normally today. And then we have alarm signals, which when things go wrong, again some fairly old technology, but still working.
Yay!
Which show us when there's any faults or errors on the railway. So these weights are indicators that we put on here whenever there's a warning if people are working on the tracks.
Ah, right.
By putting these onto there, it shows it acts as a warning.
Fantastic.
to show that we mustn't pull that lever because it could endanger people.
This is the steam shed, as we call it, but otherwise the depot,
Right.
where the engines are serviced and prepared. So on my right, you will see engine number 30120, which is in fact built in 1899 by the London and South Western Railway. It belongs to the National Railway Museum, but we have it on permanent loan because it was once a Wade Bridge engine back in the 1950s and 60s. And on my left, we have engine number 6435, which was a Great Western Railway engine built in 1937. And these engines were very common on Cornish branch lines. Well, we're going from here to Bodmin Parkway,
Right.
3.5 miles. we'll come back again, and then we'll go on the other line, which takes us to Boscombe Junction. So anybody travelling on the railway gets a 13-mile round trip,
Fantastic, yeah.
all by steam.
Yeah. And it's filling up. We've got a lot of people hopping on board here.
It's very popular attraction.
We carried almost 60,000 passengers last year.
Yeah. I can see the appeal. It's romantic, isn't it?
Yes.
And,
And this year we're running for 220 days.
Right, okay.
We've got 7 days between now and the middle of October where we're not running, that's all.
Okay. So all your details are on a website?
They are.
Yep.
bodminrailway.co.uk.
Fantastic. Yeah.
You've missed the most important thing, which is the driver's tea.
Oh, right, okay.
We wouldn't be able to go anywhere without the driver's tea.
That's the main fuel.
This is the authorisation to move,
Okay.
and no other train can have that,
Right.
so no one can follow me.
Right.
Clear the platform. Essentially, we're at the top of the hill here, and we've got 3.5 miles downhill from here, and it's very steep gradients as well, 1 in 37. So as a fireman, you have to work very hard to get the engine back up the hill.
Yeah.
It's quite a challenge.
So you're drinking tea all the way down there, and on the way back, the shirt's off.
Something like that, yes.
That's hot, isn't it? So is this a dream job?
Oh yes, I mean, we do it because we love it.
Yeah.
We volunteers.
Volunteers, right?
And if it wasn't for the volunteers, this wouldn't run.
Yeah. Good point.
Oh yeah, it's true.
Every person working this train today
Yeah.
is a volunteer.
Right.
The driver, the fireman, the guard,
Right.
the buffet staff,
Yeah.
the ticket inspectors, they're all volunteers.
They're doing it for the love of the railway.
Exactly.
Imagine.
I'm filling in for
No, let's be honest. We're doing it because we've got nothing else to do.
Hey!
And we have the steepest gradients anywhere in the United Kingdom, so the engine has really got to work for its living, and also the crew, shoveling lots of coal. We'll probably use, by the end of the day, about 3 tons of coal.
Right.
Oh, well, it's now digging in for the climb,
Yeah,
so you can really hear the engine working.
Yeah.
It's pulling 110 tons.
So you can hire the train?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, and the rates are on your website?
They are.
Yeah? So you'll do weddings?
Weddings, funerals even.
Funerals?
Well, we have had requests to throw the funeral ashes into the fire.
Right.
Have you really?
Oh,
Yes.
fantastic.
As well as run scheduled passenger trains during the day, we also do special events, murder mystery evenings,
Yeah.
disco trains, real ale trains, and then we have various weekends events for mainly aimed at children. We've got Peppa Pig weekend coming up, Bob the Builder weekend, and we've just had our spring steam gala when we actually had 5 engines operating over 3 days.
Welcome to the Bodmin and Wenford Railway.
Will that work?